Spider-Man has one of the most iconic costumes in comics, but he has had quite a few different ones over the years. We've seen many variations in the different movies and video games. What people might not realize is there's been around 20 different Spider-Man costumes in the comics. Here's a top 10 costumes. Number 10, Future Foundation. When the Fantastic Four changed their focus and became the Future Foundation, Spider-Man joined the team. The team suits were white. You would think that the white suits would get pretty dirty quickly, but they were made of unstable molecules and could also change color. Number 9, Scarlet Spider. When Aunt May was on her deathbed, Peter Parker's clone, Ben Reilly, made his way back to New York. Peter was unaware his clone was still alive. Ben needed a costume to protect Peter's identity. He went the simple route by wearing a red bodysuit and a blue hoodie with the sleeves ripped off. Calling himself the Scarlet Spider, he also added some new items such as stingers that could be shot out and impact webbing. Number 8, Ben Reilly Spider-Man. When Peter decided to retire from being Spider-Man and enjoyed a married life, Ben Reilly took over. Instead of just putting on Spidey's old suit, he tweaked the design to make it a little more of his own. Having the web shooters on the outside probably made it a little more practical in being able to change the web cartridges faster. Number 7, Spider Armor. There's actually been 4 different Spider Armors over the years. The first one was basically hardened webbing and was destroyed by the end of the issue. The second was bulletproof. The third was used to take on Doc Ock in the Sinister Six. The fourth is his current costume, and it is based on his classic look. Number 6, Stealth Suit. When Spider-Man had to figure out a way to defeat an enemy without using his spider senses, he made a stealth suit that could warp the light and sound around him. It had a secondary mode that allowed him to avoid sonic attacks. Number 5, Miles Morales. Miles Morales was from the Ultimate Universe and became Spider-Man after Peter Parker died. He was recently integrated into the mainstream Marvel Universe, and we now have 2 Spider-Mans. Or men, or whatever. Number 4, Superior Spider-Man. Doc Ock was dying and managed to insert his mind into Spider-Man's. Feeling he could be a superior Spider-Man due to his intellect, he made a new suit to be a better web slinger. Number 3, Iron Spider. During the first Civil War in the comics, Spider-Man aligned himself with Tony Stark, who designed a suit with colors similar to Iron Man's original look. This was the first time Spidey had a suit with extra appendages. It had other advanced functions, but eventually took a pretty bad beating. Number 2, Symbiote Costume. On an alien planet, Spider-Man thought he was using a costume-making machine. He came into contact with an alien symbiote. The new costume obeyed his thoughts and could change its appearance. Unfortunately, the costume wanted to bond with him permanently and take over his body. Spider-Man removed the costume and had it contained with the help of the Fantastic Four. Honorable mention, the Bombastic Bagman. After Spider-Man was freed from the alien symbiote, he was left with nothing but his underwear. The Human Torch came up with a solution as part of a prank. Spider-Man was forced to wear an old and baggy FF suit with a paper bag over his head. The top Spider-Man costume is the classic red and blue one. Every time Spider-Man went through a costume change, he always ended up with the classic, as he should. Let us know which costume is your favorite. Did we leave your costume off the list? Answer in the comments below.